Heather's greenhouse. So we're just going to take a little walk around and see what we've got. So over here you'll see that I've got that is a sweet bell pepper plant in that pot there. Now it is getting eat up pretty good by insects. I'm not going to spray it. I'm not going to do anything. It's still alive. It's still healthy. I'm going to let the beneficial insects come in and take care of the baddies. Right here you'll see that I've got the lemongrass coming back out. Now this is lemongrass that I grew from seeds that I collected from this old stalk of lemongrass. Lemongrass cannot survive the winters here in Zone 8, Midlands, South Carolina. So I did just reseed that. Now lemongrass is a little tricky to seed. You might think it shouldn't be because it's grass, but it is. I always plant like 4 times the amount of seed that I need or would like to germinate and come up. Hey Willow. Who else we got out here? There's Raleigh boy. Hey Raleigh. Raleigh is hunting lizards. Now Raleigh has never caught a lizard, and I don't know that he'd know what to do if he caught one, but he loves to hunt them. And there's the best friends. There's Bullet and Chrissy Ann. So let's talk about these. So these pots on the front porch, they're still doing good, but it is starting to get hot. So I've got to make a decision coming up here in the next little bit. Am I going to leave these here? Am I going to try to move them to the shade, which I could move them back on the porch? Or do I want to try to put them in the ground in the backyard where they're going to be irrigated with water on a daily basis to keep them from dying? I'll be honest, I have not decided, but they are beautiful. So I definitely don't want them to die. So I either got to come out here every day and water twice a day during the really, really hot time of the summer, or do something else with them. And I do want to give you an update on this ficus tree. So you remember, I asked my wonderful husband to move it out on the porch early. We had a frost. It killed, or I thought it killed, the tree. And so I put sweet pea, not the edible sweet pea, but the ornamental sweet pea seeds around the base so they can grow up and use this frame to grow on. And they have started germinating and they've grown. In addition, look at that, the tree wasn't dead. I thought the tree was dead. Hey Chrissy. But it is putting out new leaves. So we'll just see how that goes. Hopefully it'll fill out and the sweet peas will grow up it and it'll be beautiful and it'll smell great right here at the front door. We'll just have to wait and see. And again, I always apologize. I know that it's middle of the day. I think it's lunchtime right now. It is hot and humid. And no, I'm sorry, it's not humid. We haven't had rain in forever. It's hot and dry. We have not had rain, it seems like, in forever. We're still in a drought. So I have to make sure that I come out and I water everything that I need to water. And you can see that some things are starting to recover after the deer. And this peony, while it did come back up, it has 0 buds on it. So I'm not going to get any flowers on that peony, but that's okay, it's still alive. We'll see how it does. Walk around here. That is the hardy hibiscus. Now the deer did eat on it, but it's coming back out. I'm excited about that. As well as the serviceberry. The deer ate on it, but it's coming back out. So I'm excited about that. The butterfly bushes are just now starting to flower. So we should start to see tons of bees and butterflies out here real soon. And I don't know if you can see it from this side, so I'll probably need to walk around, but the serviceberry in that corner, the deer basically ate anything tender that was above the wall. It's kind of an odd look, but it's fine. Hey Chrissy, hey Raleigh. Alright, I'm gonna go show the rest of it before we water. Here they come to help. And again, it is amazing to me how quickly plants recover after deer eat them. Yeah, you can see that I definitely need to water. I mean, that's a small pot. That's really not enough soil. I probably need to put this somewhere else. But I do like having something flowering right there. So I don't know. I got to come up with something. I can't put something too big there because it does hang, and that shepherd's hook is not that big, and the counterbalance is just the flag. So if y'all have ideas, let me know. And everybody always wants to know the status of the angel trumpet vine. It is doing great. You can see it's growing very, very fast. And maybe you can see the odd shape of that bush from this side a little bit better. You can see it's very bushy at the top, and then the middle is kind of thin where the deer ate everything in the middle. All right, let's gather the dogs and water, and then we'll go to the backyard. Hey, Bullet, you need some water? Come on. And now we made it to the backyard. It's a couple hours later. I did water the front yard, and then I had to go back to work. So it's after work now, and I'm just going to film a little bit in the backyard with y'all. Then I'll go cook dinner. But I wanted to take time to show y'all today how everything's looking. I'll try to go a little bit slower so you can see each and every bed and how they're coming along and how things are growing. So in this bed, there's some hopefully you could see the petunia, and then the Johnny jump ups are still doing good. Then that's a straw flower, I think. What else do we have in here? Y'all, I don't know what that is, but isn't that just cool looking? Yeah, I don't know. I like that little flower though. And then these, where the flowers got pollinated, they've got some little berries. Interesting. I'm gonna leave the berries. The birds will probably enjoy them. And then y'all, you want to talk about why you put amaryllis outside in the garden? Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. And look at how the rose petals look like they've almost rained on the ground over here. Isn't that so pretty? By the way, I am trying to get more into herbs and apothecary stuff. I'm trying to find ways that we can supplement our diets and, do some good for our body. And one of the things I saw said rose petals. So if you know how to use rose petals other than just sprinkling them on a salad, let me know. I'm intrigued. And another amaryllis. Y'all look, you got the yellow snapdragon and then the amaryllis. That is a absolutely stunning combination. That might need to go in my house in a vase later today. That might be nice on the table tonight as we eat dinner. And look at the irises. These are so pretty. Hey, Chrissy Ann. Hey, Raleigh. Yeah, see, we hadn't had rain in forever. We actually had a alert from Duke Energy that said the water reservoirs are too low and we need to conserve water. So I am not irrigating and I'm not watering. But y'all, I am praying for rain. This is ridiculous. I don't know if I'm going too fast or just fast enough or too slow. Let me know in the comments, please. I'm trying to capture as much as I can so you can see the growth. And you can really see my wabi-sabi style where I just pack stuff in and, kind of Hunger Games. It's like, best of luck. I'm so excited about these. So these are bachelor's buttons. I love when I can get them to grow and bloom during July 4th because I will make a red, white, and blue bouquet to sit up on the table. And that's filling out nicely. And I've got a weed, of course. Y'all, I'm not going to apologize anymore for weeds. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I work a full-time job. I do the best I can to maintain this. It was funny. So yesterday I was at my dad's house helping him do some weeding and some planting. and he was saying he wants more lilies in his yard. And I told him, I said, I have plenty of lilies. I probably need to divide mine if you want to come grab some. Because I do. I have lilies everywhere, and I absolutely love them. Hey, Chrissy. And look at this ice plant. Isn't that just beautiful? Man, that's such a beautiful pop of color down here. Oh, I'm missing this stuff. And I've showed you the oregano before. I don't know if it's going to make it this time. It's just been way too dry. I mean, that looks like it's probably going to die. We'll see. I mean, y'all, look at this. When you got weeds, this is clover weed. When you got weeds that are wilting and dying due to lack of rain, you really need some rain. And according to the weather people, there's not going to be any rain, substantial rain anyway, in the next 10 days. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I did water the front before I got the notification from Duke that we were under a water usage alert. So I'm not watering the back. But man, I'm telling you, I'm worried. I really am. I'm worried about the water reservoirs. I'm worried about all the lakes. I'm worried about people having enough drinking water. I don't know if you can hear or not, but the wind has picked up and the wind chimes are chiming. And look at these foxgloves. So pretty. In my veg garden, y'all, I went from not having near enough tomatoes to having way too many tomato plants. I have a feeling though with this drought that some things are going to die, so it might be a good thing I've got some extras. And more lilies. And you can see, maybe, I don't know, probably can. So the deer ate the top of that lily. If the deer can put their head over the fence and eat something, they're going to do it. And again, I am anti-pesticides, herbicides, and chemical repellents. So I just got to grow more. You know, I know I've got to share with all the wildlife, the deer, the squirrels, everything. So I just got to grow more. And let me brag a little bit, because I've never grown this successfully before. This is a carnation dianthus. It starts off a pale pink, and then it fades to a white. So I told my husband, I said, you need to take me out to a nice dinner and let me put a carnation in your lapel. He said he would. We'll see. Chrissy, I'm not going to let you out. No, we're not going to go to the lake today. No, we're not. All right, and then the bane of my existence. Y'all, I'm going to spend probably $3,000 when it's all said to not have a swimming pool in my backyard. Still am waiting for someone to come fill the unused septic tank that needs to be filled in. Then I'll have to have topsoil brought in and grass seed. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the walk path. I mean, this is so sad. And for those of you that have been following the channel for a while, y'all know that I had, some good plants over here that I had to have moved. And, I had decent grass. I'm not going to say I had beautiful grass, but you know, it was decent grass over there. So I went from having a nice, beautiful yard to a hard clay, just barren area. So if y'all have ideas on what to do, let me know. I know one person did post, and I appreciate the post. She said that I should put wildflower seeds over here. And I might do that. That's a good idea, to do wildflowers instead of grass. So we'll stop on the rows and we'll say, until next time, happy gardening.